Embark on an electrifying expedition across time and space as we unveil the mind-bending secrets concealed within the extraordinary bonds between the Ark of the Covenant and the Ark of Noah. Prepare to be captivated by a spellbinding tale of ancient enigmas weaving together Egyptian legends, biblical epics, and the mesmerizing dance of celestial marvels. Brace yourself for an adventure that will shatter your beliefs and plunge you into a labyrinth of profound mysteries. Get ready to unlock the ancient code and unravel the true origins of these iconic vessels that defy the boundaries of imagination. Welcome to a voyage unlike any other. The Ark's method of construction. That the Israelite Ark was of Egyptian origin is also implicit by its very construction technique and materials. The following is a description of the Ark from the Bible. And thou shalt make staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold. And thou shalt put the staves into the rings by the side of the Ark, that the Ark may be borne with them. Exodus chapter 25, verse 13 and 14. The biblical ark was constructed within shittim wood and covered in gold, a technique that was also utilized in ancient Egypt, as seen in the Westcar papyrus. This historical account tells of an ebony-carrying chair with poles made of sejum wood plated in gold. Although it's uncertain whether this wood is the same as the shittim wood used for the ark, it's plausible that the Israelites, Hyksos, were employing traditional Egyptian building methods. The Ark of the Covenant, a tax collector's treasure chest. The Hebrew name for the Ark of the Covenant, Aron, refers to a money box, a word that was in turn derived from the Hebrew root word ara, meaning to gather. One of the functions of these arks, therefore, was to act as a tax collector's treasure chest. Indeed, since these arks made processions around the cities of Egypt to parade the idols of the gods to the people, perhaps one of their prime roles was to collect the temple's taxes. These extravagantly expensive temples did not run themselves, of course, and required substantial donations. As Archbishop Paul Marcinkus, the disgraced president of the Vatican Bank, once said, "You can't run the church on Hail Marys." As we have already seen, these arks and symbolic barks were often placed on a real boat and sailed down the Nile, from temple to temple and from town to town. In the annual procession from Karnak, the ark containing the image of the gods would sail between the temples of Karnak and Luxor, and the carrying poles were only required when the ark and bark were brought up onto land and into the town or temple. But this arrangement of boat and shrine made the ensemble rather unwieldy for transportation around the town, so later arks consisted of just the ark, the chest, and a much smaller symbolic bark on top of it. The bark had become just an ark. Boat and shrine, unwieldy transport of the ark. It's worth noting that the Ark of the Covenant and the Ark of Noah are both referred to as Ark or Arca in English and Latin, likely stemming from the Hebrew word ara. However, the Hebrew name for the Ark of Noah is distinct, being labeled as Tebahu in the Torah. The origin of Tebahu remains a mystery, but it is thought to have foreign roots, possibly from the ancient Egyptian term kebna, used to describe boats of similar size to the Ark of Noah. Notwithstanding the different names given in the Torah, it is evident that both the Ark of the Covenant and the Ark of Noah were emblematic vessels. This similarity may have influenced the creation or alteration of the Latin and English terms for these boats, which initially referred to the Ark of the Covenant as a bark of the covenant. The origins of Noah's name and the Ark of Noah. Noah's name and the name of his famous boat, the Ark of Noah, were based on Egyptian origins. The name Noah is believed to have been inspired by Egypt's concept of the formless, chaotic waters of Nu. Similarly, the biblical epics of Genesis and Exodus also have Egyptian origins. However, the final resting place of the Ark, Mount Ararat, remains shrouded in mystery. Although the Hebrew and English name for the mountain is the same, its meaning and location are unknown. Some people believe that the word Ararat refers to the Uraeus symbol of Lower Egypt, implying that the Ark may have come to rest on a mountain in Lower Egypt. The only problem being that Egypt does not appear to be blessed with any significant mountains. But if we think rationally and laterally, we suddenly realize that Egypt is actually blessed with quite a number of mountains. They are called pyramids. If the Ark of Noah had come to rest upon the greatest of all the man-made mountains in Egypt, it would have ended up on the Great Pyramid of Giza, which does indeed have a suitable platform upon its summit for such a symbolic resting place. In which case, the symbology of the sacred boat of Noah may have been strongly linked to the Giza Plateau, and for a very good reason. For the biblical Ark of Noah was nothing more than a representation of the Egyptian solar boat, the spiritual bark of Ra that sailed the seas of the cosmos. The mystery of Mount Ararat, a possible connection to Egypt. The mountain of Lower Egypt, also known as the Great Pyramid, is represented by glyphs of the Har Ararat. In ancient times, gods traveled the universe on solar boats, similar to Noah's grand vessel. Interestingly, our modern terminology has not changed much over the millennia. Instead of using space planes, we use mighty spaceships to explore planets and stars. The Egyptian solar boat was a fantastic spaceship that carried the sun, moon, planets, and stars in their perceived orbits around Earth. It required two great ships. The day bark, known as Mandit, traveled during daylight hours, while the night bark, known as Mesektet, traveled through the perils of the underworld and returned the sun safely to the eastern horizon each morning. In Athens, a similar mythology was represented on the front portico of the Parthenon, but Helios, the sun, was pulled by a team of divine horses around its daily orbit. The investigation into the Egyptian origins of the Noah flood mythology suggests that the Ark of Noah was not a mythical vessel, but a real physical boat made of cedar. This may be troubling for the Judeo-Christian creed, as it challenges their traditional beliefs. The story of Noah's Ark, though rooted in the ancient Egyptian creation myth, has a historical basis as well. It is believed that not one, but two great vessels were constructed to symbolize the death-defying voyage of Ra through the cosmos. The symbolism of the animals entering the Ark in pairs represents the processional signs of the zodiac, particularly the constellation of Gemini, which was the prime motivation for the 2x2 dualism. This astrological symbolism leads to the possibility that there were two Arks of Noah as well. Similarly, the Egyptians claimed that there were two solar boats, and thus two massive cedar wood boats were constructed in the distant past to reenact this ancient mythology. As the veil of time is slowly lifted, and the enigmatic tapestry of ancient lore unfolds before us, we stand on the precipice of revelation. The captivating secrets hidden within the Arks of Noah and the solar boats beckon us further, tempting us to explore uncharted territories of knowledge. Will these long-lost truths ignite a cataclysmic shift in our understanding? Will they challenge everything we thought we knew? The answers lie in the unexplored depths of history, waiting to be unearthed by intrepid seekers like yourselves. Brace yourself for the epic continuation of this extraordinary quest, where ancient mysteries collide with the modern world, leaving us hungry for more. The adventure has only just begun, and the greatest revelations still lie ahead. Stay tuned, for the secrets of the Arks await those who dare to pursue them.